Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's stream. We've got a special game of our Southeastern Overwatch Academy team. That is our junior varsity team versus University of Cincinnati White. Today, I am Dark Fox, aka Jacob Gentry, and I am joined by Allocade, aka Garrett Morrison.
Hello.
Yes, we are two of the varsity members. I'm the support player, and Garrett here is DPS player.
Yes.
And we're going to be casting for you tonight.
We haven't had an opportunity to watch these guys during the summer and before the season started. We're playing with these guys kind of close, and I'm excited to spectate them, see like what kind of progress they've made.
Going to be real nice getting to spectate one of these. Usually we're pretty busy with our own practices at this time, but fortunately we're here to spectate and commentate, and it's good to see these guys grow, see what they can do.
Nah, for sure. I'm excited.
Yep. All right, looks like we're rolling out on Samoa, possibly. First map is Control. Both teams are going to try and take control of the middle objective, kind of like King of the Hill. And once the objective gets to 100%, they win that point, and it goes to best of 3 until we get a map winner. This is going to be our first map. I believe it's best of 3 overall.
Yes, yeah, best of 3, first of 3 map or round wins total. Yes.
Yeah.
Or map wins. Yes.
So we have Vale on tank, K and Saturn for our supports, and then Magnalime and Ophi on our DPS. So bit of a switch up from what we've seen. They've been experimenting a lot lately, but it seems like they have something they're wanting to roll out with. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested. Like, what do we think that each one of them is gonna play? Like, based off of like what we have seen and playing with them, I'm kind of interested to see like or what you think, what kind of heroes they're gonna start on here.
I'm kind of hoping to see Dive here. I've heard a lot about Vale playing characters like Winston, and I know Ophi plays a lot of Venture. Not really sure about Mag. It's been a while. I know he's good at Cass. I've seen that, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure about his full roster.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking Mag for sure on a Cass or a Sojourn kind of look here.
Yeah, he does really good with those DPS characters.
Yeah, and I know Ophi, he's pretty comfortable in the Venture too, so that might be something to watch out. So they are banning Hazard.
Yeah, looks like a Has ban. Yeah, it's a pretty good ban. Has is really annoying to deal with. That's kind of our go-to ban a lot of the time. For a support lineup, I imagine Kay is going to be playing Lucio. It's one of her favorites. And
I think they'll do Lucio Kiri here.
Yeah, Lucio Kiri. We might see a Juno or an Ana from Saturn, but we'll just have to see.
I think for maximum survivability, so similar to what we run, I would definitely stick. I would expect and hope for a Kiriko Lucio here. That'd probably be the best bet.
Especially if we're going a dive character like Winston. But we could see Maga, could see Sigma. You never know.
Yeah, especially Vale being a hit scan player. I'm kind of expecting like a Zarya or even a Queen, like more off tanky. You never know.
Yep. We are banning Reaper, so it is very likely we could see a Winston here.
Yeah, we definitely could. They're R-ing, so it should be going in anytime soon.
Yep. A little bit of self-promotion. Don't forget to tune into the stream tomorrow for the varsity team to play.
I believe Apex is having an event tomorrow as well.
Yes, I think we'll be switching between those two games, if I heard correctly. Yes, going into our first game here. Got 20 seconds on the clock. Let's see what they roll out on. All right, so looking at our team right now, it seems we have K on Lucio. Pretty standard pick here. Try the number keys. There you go. Yeah, we got Saturn on Kiri. A good back line, very sustainable, very mobile. So we got Winston, Vale. So we are going with the dive, Magnalime on cast, kind of as expected, and Ophi on Venture. So pretty much like we predicted, they're going to be playing nice dive here. Have to hopefully have the cast sped around with the Lucio, but we'll see how this plays out. Setting up for point here. Looks like they're going to try to take left. They have a mirrored Venture here. See who else we can see. Looks like a Zarya, Lucio, is that a Freya? Okay. High damage from the enemy team here. Starting out strong. Getting a lot of damage on the Venture. Winston is in though, forcing all kinds of cooldowns, forcing them back. Suzu is out. We got the Venture on the Zarya. We got a duel going on. Vale's able to pick one. Vale picks two. Getting a massive lead here. Getting forced out though. Picking one up on the Zarya. Huge pick. We have point control. We have 12% up. Winning the team fight first round here. In a good position. Kind of dangerous with those kunais, but still staying alive here. Ophi trying to take left side, beating the whole team on left side. Ooh, he gets out just barely. Got a lot of pressure on our Winston. He's gonna have to be careful if he doesn't make it out. Ooh, just barely, but still got the Zarya on him. Let's see. Ooh, okay, we're down 3. Ooh. Yeah.
Have something good going here. It just kind of got lost. They forced that little small room, and with what they're running, they really want to play that open field.
Yeah, massive team wipe on the left side there. Didn't be able to collapse on them too easily. Winston taking a lot of pressure early on. I think that's part of why we lost the first team fight in the first place. Let's see what they plan to do here. Getting pressure from the right side. Massive pick. See if they can capitalize on it. Lucio getting low here. Able to take him out on the Freya now. Let's see. Zarya holding down that front line though is going to be a bit of a problem. We have a castle from Magnalime though, taking some space here. And oh, he's not able to get anyone with it, but makes some massive space. Zarya goes down, Kiriko goes down. Going crazy on this first point here. 45 to 43. They're able to flip the point back and retake control. Let's see if they can hold it for long.
That Cassidy ult is what really did that fight, making that enemy team force back of that choke and really funnel them in that little lane there.
Yeah, really good job playing space there with that ult. Ooh, the Venture goes down. Grab is out. Let's see if they can survive it. Ooh, massive seat. Being able to counter the Zarya ult.
Yep, went to Primal.
We got both support ults out. There's Primal. We're using a lot of ults here, but we're down 2. Ooh, that's not looking good. Trading a lot of ultimates for a lost fight is never a good position to be in. But they used a couple of ults themselves. I believe that was Zarya ult. Did you see anything else?
They might have used their Kiriko ult. I'm not sure though.
Couldn't tell. It looks like we used ours, but I don't think they used theirs. So they might be going into this with an ult disadvantage. Looks like we got a Bastion swap here. Might be good to burn that Zarya. So let's see if they're able to capitalize. Opening up Freya ult. We're down to Kiriko, but we take back the Zarya. But our tank is taken out as well. Getting into a lot of trades here. Almost looking even here.
Definitely will they play smart, play together. Kiriko one here.
The pick on the Kiriko. Pushing up. If he can take out the Freya. Oh, getting her taken out. Very good with Magnalime. I'm liking the Bastion switch here. It's kind of playing out.
Comes to handy, especially with that little Freya. Just using her cooldown so recklessly. It's very easy for him to punish that.
Absolutely. Freya's getting punished very hard here. Oh, there's Kiriko ult. We mirror with a Bastion form. Let's see if we can kite this. Play safe. A lot of cooldowns being used here. Avenger's low. Oh, we got Suzu out. Oh, Winston goes down early. Could be bad. That's an enemy Venture ult. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this fight. We do have 83%, so it's possible we could retouch here. Let's see what we got coming back out.
We do have some ults coming close to being up here. They do have the 4-match fight. I think they play smoke. This enemy is coming down, knocking on the door immediately.
Yeah, Reinhardt swaps and try to touch, but just gets caught out on rotation. Tracer getting forced out, and we don't touch. 99 to 100. First round of the first map goes to UCW. Very unfortunate, but a very close match here. Excited to see how they recuperate from this, see how they change things up.
Yeah, I think the positioning honestly was pretty fine. It was really just overcommitting or overcommitting ultimates or just not using them. Just gotta be smarter about like where and when we're using these ults and more planning into using them, because they really do like contain the power to just like turn a fight immediately. So the second we used all those ones, win that fight, sure, but then come next fight we don't have any, so it really set them back there.
Yeah, playing at a big disadvantage with the ult economy here. It's kind of killing them, but let's see if they're able to clean it up a bit. Be a bit more conservative when they need to be, and a little more greedy when they need to be. So running out looks like the same thing pretty much. We're sticking to the Rhine here. Very interesting. I think it works good against Zarya. Venture coming in hard here. Almost gets taken out. That's the punish there. Opie going in hard. Susie gets forced out. Almost gets the Venture, but not quite. Gets bubbled. Forced back a little bit. We have controlled the point. We're capping here. Ooh, that Kiriko's weak and gets taken out by Magdalene. Almost hits the Freya. Yeah, he gets the Freya. Putting pressure on the back line here. Bubbles are out from Zarya. Shield is getting broken from Reinhardt. Venture in the back line almost gets taken out, but just barely able to dig away here. They're at a really good position here. They've got 20% on the board. Oh, but they trade. Okay, they trade. Our Venture for their Venture, it looks like. Harry coming in. Bubble gets forced. Suzu gets forced. Magdalene taking a lot of damage here, getting a lot of pressure out. Suzu is forced on our side. It looks like two of these players are forced out, and the Lucio goes down. And Magdalene follows. Looks like this is a wrap for this team fight, as tank and support are next to follow. So what do you think happened there?
I think just not knowing, like kind of what you said, like not knowing when to commit, or commit, when to stop engage, or when to disengage. Get picked like that.
Yeah, massive pick from the Freya there. Swap to Queen here. It's going to be interesting.
I think with what they're running, they need to play probably this right side, like play more inboard now. Especially with that Freya that's being so
If they're able to negate the Freya sightline, that's going to help them out a lot. Enemy Curio, we can counter with our own. And a Zarya grab. We counter with a beat. A lot of ults going down here, but it looks like we're winning the team fight. A lot of commitment there, but a lot of commitment from the other team as well.
Yeah, I like that was a lot of ults there, but I like it. They used that grab, we responded with the beat, they Curio ulted, we responded with our own Curio. I think that's good play on them.
Very well played. I think I heard a Venture ult as well. Was that from Opie there? That looks like it was, okay. Ooh, just barely getting out. Suzu is forced. Playing up here, and George trying to be very aggressive, but we lose the Lucio. Ooh, the Venture going down. Down 2 for this fight. Very unfortunate. They need to die quick or get out. We're up 64 to 41 here. Let's get the Venture. Venture is down. It's going to be a good stagger, but we might get staggered ourselves if we can just get out. That'd be perfect. We're recuperating for the next fight. 69 to 48. We still have the advantage, but they have points, so we got to play very carefully here. This could get down to either 1 or 2 fights here. We play for ult. We almost have Queen ult. Lucio comes out with beat on the enemy team. They're burning the Zarya though.
They target her. Might be able to fire.
We could get a good Queen ult. Oh, but no, she goes down along with the Bastion. 70% on the board. There's still time to come back from this. We have some ults that we could push in with, and they're down a couple very crucial ults, such as the Lucio. One massive Queen ult could turn the tide of this whole game here. Let's just see how they use it. Venture looking at the right side, trying to get a flank, probably trying to get a cheeky pick here. Massive grab, but we have to play point. We're not playing point. We're getting forced really far back. Is Vale able to take it? I think the Lucio here picked up the Lucio, but his whole team in the back gets taken out. So he's just not able to capitalize. Ults to try to save himself, but just not enough. So the first round of the game is going to go to UC White. Very close games here, but just not enough to take it.
Yeah, I think it's just little things like that last fight there. We have a lot of ults on hand, and we just got to do better at planning on what we're actually going to do with them, because we held that clean off till the very end when that could have been used. It was really good initiation tool to get us into that point as a unit. A lot of good stuff there. That was that one fight where we used those ults in response to that grab. I thought that was great. So there's definitely lots of good here, but it's just we got to clean it up. And we're also shooting Zarya bubble quite a bit. That Zarya has had full charge almost all game. We got to be wary of the Zarya bubbles, making sure we're not blowing those up and giving her free charge.
Yeah, Zarya full charge is a very scary thing, and I like the Bastion pick, but Bastion feeding Zarya is definitely not something you want to be having the whole game. So definitely got to clean that up if we're gonna still be going against a Zarya. But we shall see for the next round, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the second round of the set here. Going on to King's Row. This is a hybrid map, meaning the first point of the map will be similar to what we previously saw, where they have to fight for control. But this time we have defenders and attackers. So if the attackers are able to capture the point, then the game goes into a payload map where they have to escort a mobile objective all the way to the end. The defenders have to obviously stop that from happening. Looks like I think this means that we're going to be on defense first.
Yes, yeah. Blue side, that means we'll start defense, and red, those guys will be attacking first.
Yep. So Kings Row is a bit of a fan favorite map, especially for us. A lot of good memories on this map. A lot of interesting plays. They did ban somebody. Who did they ban? They banned Kiri. So We're banning Curie here. Interesting.
Yeah, especially since we like to run the Curie. So I wonder if we're like what you said, we're gonna roll out on that Lucio Juno, or maybe even an Ana on this defense.
If we're banning Curie, I'm kind of expecting an Ana here. I know Saturn at least used to play a lot of Ana. I think she still does some here and there, but she can be pretty good whenever she sets up properly.
And they did say that Ophi and Vale were swapping roles, so that means that Vale is going to be moving to the DPS role, and then Ophi actually will be on the tank. So I'm kind of curious. I know Vale will probably play a Sojourn or a Tracer, or a Cass, a Widowmaker, anything hit scan oriented.
Hit scan characters.
Yeah, and then Ophi, I know I've seen him on Reinhardt, and I have seen him on Queen.
Since we're on King's Row, I'm kind of expecting the Reinhardt pick here.
Yeah, I am too. And they do ban Bastion, the enemy team does. So Kiriko and Bastion are banned for this game.
Yeah, if we are running Reinhardt, then the Bastion ban's going to be pretty good for us. Not saying the enemy team is going to play Bastion, but it's one less thing to worry about.
I'm expecting Magnaline to start on that Cassidy again. Like he started on it last time, then swapped over to the Bastion. So I expect to start on the Cassidy here. Plus Bastion being banned, you can't swap to it anyway.
Yeah. Little backstory on Magnaline here. He was part of our junior varsity team last year, and afterwards he swapped to the Rainbow Six team, and he's been really good in that. Still on the Rainbow Six team, but he's kind of filling in here for our JV this year again. So mechanically, I'd say he's very good.
Yeah, it's very good. A lot of that intense aim skill that comes like from playing Rainbow Six Siege will definitely transfer over, especially the characters he's playing, these hit scan characters, Cassidy, Bastion, stuff like that. That'll transfer over for sure.
So really excited to see a bit of Magnaline gameplay here, and again Vale on DPS as well. He's a very good DPS player.
Very good on the Sojourn and the Widowmaker. Eliminating people, shooting in the head, and they are on the Ana.
Ana, Lucio, Reinhardt, kind of as expected. What do we have on our DPS line? Cass on. Oh, okay.
Actually, a Reaper.
Magnaline Reaper, a little bit spicy here. Vale on the Cassidy.
So, what I'm hoping to see here is like what they did that one fight, just really taking the time to plan their ults, figure out like to layer them correctly. Don't overuse, but don't underuse like we did that last fight where we have a lot of ults and we're not utilizing them when we need to. I think that comes from like a balance of like being fearful of like, oh, we don't want to waste ults, but sometimes, I mean, like that last fight, you just got to dump everything last fight.
Yeah. I know, I can speak from experience. The worst feeling is losing the game with your ult. Looks like we have a Ryan Mary here. I think he has his Zenyatta, looks like. Ash as well on the high ground. Interesting lineup here. Is that a Symmetra? Okay, so we might see some teleportation strategies here.
Yeah, they need to really watch out for that high ground up behind them.
Yeah, I like seeing all this pressure here. It's making it harder for the Sim to get a TP down. If they get pushed up enough, they're going to be able to... Yep, there it is. Already getting a shatter out. Vale picks up one on the Rhine. Insane shatter time for our Reinhardt here.
I think they faked that TP. Or he broke it before anyone could take it. I saw the TP before, but I did not see anything go through it.
Yeah, a little bit hard to see what happened. It could have been Lucio booped them out of it before they were even able to reach it. Almost getting taken out here. They're get down. Going left. I think they're gonna try to take that high and TP from there. We're seeing a lot of ults build up quickly here. This game is going very slow. Yeah, they are TPing from high. This could be very bad for them. The team has this high ground. Zenyatta getting taken out early though. That's going to be massive. If they can just hold here, be very careful, they might still be able to flip this. Damage on the Sim. They're playing very patient.
Yeah, like we said, we have some hold. We have Deadeye here, so when they try to push this point, we have Deadeye. Forcing the trend, that's actually really good.
Running with the castle here. Able to take out the Reinhardt. Massive pick. Going up again, almost. Going off there. Kay picking up one of the Ash. Magnaline picking up Sim. And that is a team kill from Southeastern. Ladies and gentlemen, you love to see that. They were able to perfectly hold that.
A little bit scary there for a moment, but they baited out some really big ults like the Zenyatta there. Expecting to see another shatter here from Ryan. It's gonna be a little scary. We got both our DPS stacked on the left side. Ryan and Lucio stacked on the right side. We got Ash on bus. There's a TP. Boosted out of it. Not able to capitalize. We have a Juno Ray down. And Reinhardt goes down on our side. Followed by our Lucio. That's looking pretty bad. They might get some wipes here. There goes Cass. And I think that's a wrap for this fight.
Here we go. This guy died quick. There might. Nah, we staggered.
Yeah.
If we had a clean, just like you just all get deleted there at once, we might have a chance to retouch. I don't think so, but I think they definitely need to hold close here.
Looks like they're probably going to play this back corner.
The arch there is going to provide them a bit more space and a bit more time, and prevents that Ash from having a good sight line.
Looks like they are pushing up to it, so this is going to be a good hold. Let's see how they can capitalize here.
The thing that changes this hold though is holding the close. Is they do have the sim.
Has to pick on the Juno. That's very unfortunate for us. Ryan coming in from behind with a shatter, taking out Cass. Ooh, that flank was devastating. Did not see it coming. It's going to be another reset for Southeastern here. We're going to have to play very careful going into this. We have some ults, so we could turn this around, but it's going to be an uphill battle.
Dagger.
UC White pushing up very far here. They're going to be taking a lot of space. We're going to have to be aggressing into it. Pretty rough to do on defense, but we do have a brawl here with the Lucio, Ryan, and Cass. See if we can take him out. Some damage on the Ash. Poking her off high. We got a shatter down. Lot of ults coming in. Not able to pick anything else with the Deadeye.
It looked like they used a lot. We used one here. We used Shatter.
We use Shatter and Deadeye. They used
a lot.
Wall.
Yeah, they used Sim Wall. They used Transcendence as well. They like to use Juno Wall.
I don't think so. Already setting up a high. These TP strats are pretty devastating for Southeastern. We're going to have to be able to adapt here. We're running double speed on the Juno, but our tank is down already. They're down to Zen, but we're down 2 now. And that's going to be a wrap for that fight.
They just set up on that high ground so quick, and we don't have really anything. We're playing such a ground-heavy comp. It's going to be hard to contest those guys. Unless maybe a Reaper can TP on that one, a high ground, and try to contest solo with 1v1.
Looking very dangerous here. They're stacking up left side. It might be a hard push out here. You have double speed, so they got a lot of movement, a lot of momentum. Ooh, Vale getting taken up with the Ash, and our tank going down. Having a hard time pushing out here. I honestly think they're just getting out-brawled with that Sim TP.
Yeah, they're kind of sprawled all over the place.
Big speed, good play. Forcing out the Juno ult as well. Massive Reaper ult. Getting 2 here. They're able to take the fight. Forced out a Juno ult. They used Ash last fight. We used a couple ourselves, but if that's what it takes to secure the point, that's what it takes. So we'll have to see what happens in this next fight.
Winning that fight sets them up pretty good too, because now the TP just can't be freely used on that high ground. Now they have to kind of fight for it. There'll be people like them now.
Yeah, having a Freya and possibly a Reaper to TP up there is gonna contest that a bit more, but they're not up there. It's gonna be devastating. Getting Vale picked off early. Reaper in the back line trying to look for a pick here. We have our Juno Ray out though. Let's see if we can use it. But we're down 2.
Good boot.
Very good boot there.
I should touch your
Well from the Freya, but just not enough. Do we get a touch? We do with the Reinhardt. How long can he survive here? A lot of Sim damage. Getting poked from every angle, and the Sim wall is massive for this last fight here. Gonna touch on the Tracer, but nope. That's gonna be it for that round. UCW able to full cap with 1 minute remaining. Now it's up to Southeastern to try and match that. If we can get a full cap ourselves, then we go into overtime with the possibility of turning it back, but
we'll just have to see how this plays out. We'll see what their strategy is for attack. Do you think they're going to run the same thing, or do you think they're going to switch it up?
I think they will run the same thing. I think what they're running hero-wise was fine. It's just how we're playing them. Giving up that high ground right there really opened the door for them to freely TP on that high ground, get set up how they want with no contests at all, which makes it very, very hard because then they just have free reign on that high ground. They can just jump on you. I think we just need to shut that down early, or at least have some sort of high burst damage to shut those TPs down, shut these fast off-the-wall engages down quick.
Yeah. Call me crazy, but I might want to see a Winston or a Ball here.
Ball, I think, would be interesting, especially slamming on these TPs. They're playing so grouped. That last fight they played kind of split on the opposite high grounds, but even then, on the Ball, put them into one. But
looks like we're still sticking with the Ryan comp. We do have a Widow.
To Sim ourselves.
I like to see it. I like to see it. Sim is definitely going to be useful on the attack here. Widow, let's see if we stick Widow or if we're just trying to get an easy pick here. Ooh, enemy Widow. Puts pressure on us. Does Veil differ? TP going out, pushing the Widow here. Like, we're going for a very similar strategy, but let's see if we're able to play it out properly. Already picking up the Zenyatta, massive pick. That's going to open up a lot here. Still putting pressure on the backline as Widow. Stunning the Rhine. We're pushed up on top. It's looking interesting. Looks like the enemy team is also running a Sim. You got Juno. Ooh. Taking out the Sim. Massive pick here. Looks like we're set up for a pretty good position here on first point. Pushing them out. Looks like we're capping. Ooh, but the Juno goes down. We're going to play very carefully, especially with our tank so low. Ryan pins back in. Getting some damage in. Widow is taking that top window, putting some pressure on our back line. Can we lose 2? We get 2 ticks on the first point, but we're forced out. Not able to fully cap just yet. But there's still plenty of time. We still got 3 minutes to capture this first point. And you don't have that much longer to go. So let's see how they come back here. We switch to the Sojourn. That's going to be a bit more reliable damage, especially on the front line. Hopefully able to get some easy picks here. And if they are still Widow, yep, they're still Widow. We're able to TP onto them. That's going to be insane here. Takes out the Widow. That relieves a lot of pressure. They TP on high to match, but they're just forced out. The Shadow goes down. Ryan pins our Ryan. Takes him out, but we might be able to turn it around. But our Lucio goes down. See, we take out the Zen. Ryan is very low. Ryan gets taken out. Oh, it's going to be close here. Is Veil able to clutch it? Oh, almost takes out the Sim. There's still time, though. We get a shatter out from our Ryan. Taking out 2, and that's going to be the first point. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Widow is in our backline here. Kind of feeding a little. That's going to be a massive stagger for Southeastern. Curious to see if they stick the Widow here. It'll be a lot harder to play on second point. There is some good space here that they can take, but it's going to be a bit harder if they're not able to set up. If we can just play aggressively here, then that's going to deny her a lot of resources.
Especially when we get stabbed with that mid-high ground right there. Yeah, right there.
It looks like that's exactly what we're doing. Southeastern has learned from the enemy here, taking a lot of good TPs. Okay, he's just barely able to make it out. Enemy Juno ult. We match with our own Juno ult. Ryan is in the backline here with the Zenyatta. We have the straight backlines. We're already... Oh, we're even. We're even. Zenyatta ult is out. They can just back up, sustain a bit. Then getting a little greedy here. Gets taken out by our Symmetra.
Good to meet to stay in this.
Yeah, definitely worth it. We lose Magnaline, but in return, we take out the rest of their team. That is a beautiful team fight from Southeastern. Getting a lot of ults forced out there. They used both support ults. Do we still have Lucio beat?
No, we committed to right then to stay in that fight. We have every other ult, but we use both support ults, which I think is fine considering they committed a lot here.
And so a trade for all support ults while going down early. That's going to give them a lot of space. Shutting down our Sim here. Looks like we mirror the wall as well. Very interesting plays here.
Looks like we're just fighting for domination of this part of the map here. Shatter coming in quickly. Massive TP on high ground, taking out the Symmetra. Massive stun on the Ryan. Ryan's almost dead here. Gets taken out. Lucio goes down on our side, but we are up here, and it looks like we're gonna take this point. Southeastern's in a very good position here. Oh, getting contested on the point. Zenyatta flanking as always again, but still getting taken out. We have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to capture this last point. Looking very good here, folks.
I'm glad they were able to do that with just committing all like simple there.
Block on the Shatter, taking out the Ryan and the Sith. Fantastic plays here from Southeastern. Loving to see this Ryan here. It's going very well for them.
It really is. They're utilizing. I think they're utilizing the TPs a little better than they were.
Yeah. UCW was getting real good value off their TPs, but they were playing it a lot slower than Southeastern is. Southeastern's able to take a lot of aggression here with their TP, playing it very quickly, and that's just not giving them time to breathe on the enemy team. I'm excited to see what ults we get coming out here. Massive pick on Magdalene, though. Very unfortunate for this start of the fight. I know Ryan gets taken out. We have the Sojourner out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We just have to reset here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think what happened there is we TP'd the high ground, and then Arjuno either missed a comm or TP got destroyed before she could take it. So Arjuno was left on that low ground while everyone was high ground. So they're able to force out really early.
Very unfortunate loss for Southeastern, but we did get half of this objective, so that is a lot of card progress. Coming out here, not getting much value. Ooh, Megalon almost falls off, but is able to stick it. Getting a massive TP, taking out two. Arjuno gets taken out. Very unfortunate here, but we're holding a lot of good space. We're not getting card progress, though. And that is the Zenyatta ult. Very interesting. Looks like just stalling and trying to get out. Kind of misplay, it feels like, from UCW. The Zenyatta here is getting... I'm not really sure how much value he's getting. Very interesting.
I always wish we used to be there. We do get a pick on right one here.
Ooh, the Juno ult here is insane. Looks like ours is
Flanking.
Then flanking again. Always on that flank. He's really trying to get it.
Jackie Carter might cap it, and they cap it with more time than them. That's awesome.
Round 2 of King's Row complete. We have about a 30-second advantage on the enemy team. Going into overtime here, this is going to be pretty intense.
Yeah, I think that Zenyatta was what he was doing was a little rough. Setting up his team for very interesting plays. I really like that they tried this strategy themselves. I think they played it very well if they keep it up.
I honestly want to see it on defense as well.
Yeah, I think they can pull it off. Because it's much harder to push into that sim as an attacker. You have the advantage. You already have your TPs set up where you want. You have your turrets where you want, everything. So I think on the defense it might be a little better.
Looks like we are sticking with the sim. Love to see it. Sticking with the Sojourn as well, and the double speed. Double speed is really interesting here.
Yeah, it all comes down to like how they. Well, I think they're on it. What was the last part?
Yeah, they've been on it.
Yeah, that's right. They're on it for a little bit, and they swapped over to Juno, which is good as so long as they do not stack their speed. They use one or the other. It can be very lethal because then you get almost double speed. Use Lucio speed. The second that runs up, then you can use your ring on Juno, and then it's almost twice the speed there for our Reinhardt.
Yeah, being able to engage and disengage with speed is a very powerful tool. Looks like a Ram coming out from UCW. Prey on the enemy team. I think I hear a Venture as well. Yep. Sticking with that Zenyatta. And a Juno. Alright. So, not quite a mirror match right now. We got a Ramontra coming in. Massive pick on the Venture. Fails, just barely able to get out. I'm holding the front line here. That Ramontra might be a little bit tricky to deal with, especially since he's able to punch through the shield. But I have full faith in Opie here. Oh, not able to get the pin. Oh, he's getting punished for it, unless he's able to get healed up to full. Shield taking a lot of damage. We lose fails to the Zenyatta. Are we able to stabilize? We get the Zenyatta back. We're even here if we just stabilize. Right pinning in though. We lose our... We're losing two here.
Yeah, gotta have those quick disengages. The second they get pushed off, they need to take a second to really take a breather, stabilize. You have time, just be patient. There's no need to be super fast-paced and quick, trying to force or rush anything. Take a breather, stabilize, go again, re-engage.
Yep. It really doesn't look like they're using the TPs for Ryan here, though. I think they're able to set it up. Need to play up a bit if they're going to want to take this. We are in overtime, which means the moment that the enemy team steps off the payload, that's going to tick down and bring an end to this round. Keeping in backline, let's see what we can do here. Ramatra uses ult. Looks like we have a shatter down. Ramatra getting taken out, but the rest of our team gets taken out as well. That is a team wipe from UCW. They are down a couple, but at this point it really doesn't matter because they're still going to get a lot of card progress here.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness with the TP. I think it's just where and when it was placed. I think if we're looking for an aggressive TP play there, we wait for them to kind of get under the arch and then maybe TP on that window and fall from behind them. That TP there was just kind of to the enemy side, so it was very easy for them to turn on that and get on UOC to punishing that play.
Yeah. And looks like we're mirroring the Ram here, so interesting to see how this works out. The Juno ult, we got ours out, we got a beat going. A lot of ult here, but it could be enough to just clean up, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do here. They're still on point, gets taken out. Juno's not able to touch.
Pretty good hold.
Yeah, pretty good hold. They were able to capture the first point, but honestly, that first point is really hard to defend on King's Realm.
Yeah, it really is.
So, if they're able to cap first and just push it past that bend, Southeastern, with a little bit more time in the bank, minute 30 seconds, which they do not get extra time upon capturing the first point as well, so they really have to make all of it count.
I think if they kind of just do what they did, I mean, their first push was pretty okay. I think if they just kind of do that, make sure everyone takes the TPs, really coordinate where we're wanting to go, I think we'll be fine here. We'll be pretty good.
Yeah. I do have faith in us. The TP strats are working very well.
It really is.
Looks like we're sticking on Ram. I kind of like it here. Ram's one of my favorite tanks.
Yeah,
just kind of overall.
Yeah, I think it'll add a little bit more survivability to that front line as well. Some poke was first point is kind of open, especially if you're playing for those high ground TPing up there and stuff. If you're on a Reinhardt, I mean, if you're on a high ground as a Reinhardt, what can you really do? They're all forcing the point fight. So if you're on that Ram, you're allowed to still throw your slow, and you have your beam. So I like the pick here for sure.
Yeah, I think the range is really going to help them here. And the ult's going to let them be a bit more survivable as well, going into these very difficult fights.
I want to sim here. I want to see where they want to TP. I assume top right, maybe cross.
Assuming that is going to take a bit of time, so we'll see if they commit to it. Looks like they have a Freya on high, sticking to the Ram on the enemy team. Zenyatta still. Zenyatta does provide a lot of post here. Like they are TPing high onto the Ram. Interesting play here. Ram's going to be able to do a lot of damage to all of them at the same time here. Oh, and they lose two. That is going to be devastating for the first fight. They need to die quickly and reset here.
I think we need to, instead of TPing onto that Ram right there on the high ground, I think we need to TP on that left arch right there that you can see. Their backline is just sitting up there for free. I think if we TP onto them, just explode onto them real quick.
Yeah,
that would set us up really well.
With the piercing damage from Ram, it's really, I don't think that good of an idea to TP onto him. So taking out the backline would be the best option here. They are still taking high, but they're taking this other high. Trying to contest them here. Let's see if they're able to outpoke. Oh, Soj goes down. That's going to be rough. It goes down, but so does our Juno. There goes Akirian. Now we are at a major disadvantage. We do get a pick on the Freya. If we're able to get out... Oh, we're committing here. We're able to... Nope. If we were able to disengage sooner, we could have backed up and recontested because they would have been down a couple.
Yeah, with a time bank like that, I mean, the second you lose something, you just have to full reset. I mean, you have to do every single thing together when you have this short of a time bank here.
We do have a ball here for the touch. Ramatra ult from the enemy team. It's going to be really rough going into. And a lot of damage from that Freya. And they're just not able to take the first point. And King's Row goes to UCW. And I believe that is the game.
Best of 3, right? So first to 2.
Yep, looks like it.
So congratulations to UCW for the win. Very good fight from Southeastern, really putting them on the line there,
Yeah,
but
it
just
was pretty
not
close.
able to clean it up in the end.
Yeah, Samoa for sure was very close, and they put up a good fight here in the row. I think it's just little things that are cleaning up. I think on that last little attack, just recognizing their weak points instead of trying to brute force that front line, TPing on that back line, TPing onto a DPS character even on an off angle, shutting that down quick. I think that probably would have served them a little better, but they put up a good fight. I like that they got creative with the sim TPs. Of just doing what they usually do and just kind of running it down. Lots of critical thinking, and you love to see that.
Yeah. I also think if they ran the sim TPs the first time, it would have been a lot better for them. Like they would have been able to get a bit more. But that is going to be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Dark Fox. This has been Allocade. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to see us play. Who are we playing?
We are playing Texas A&M Black. I believe that is their JV team or their third string team. One over the other, but yeah, it's Texas A&M Black.
So far we are undefeated, so let's keep that up.
Yeah, a little self glaze.
Yeah. But
we appreciate all of you viewers tuning in for us and tuning in for our academy team, Valorant, Rocket League, everybody. We really appreciate it.
But that is going to be all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out, and we will see you later.
Have a good evening.